International sports car racing in Japan was a regular occurrence throughout the Group C sports car years of the 80s and early 90s. In 1994 the tradition continued with the BPR Endurance Series stopping at Suzuka for one of their endurance races. For our third outing of the year we're back in a Porsche 968, but this time for the Rook racing team from Germany, partnering up with Dieter Kohl in this 4-hour endurance race. The cars are setting off on their warm-up lap, so let's have a look at the grid. And it's an all Venturi front row, Tropane and De Lesseps in car number 39 on pole, Philip Alliot and Elik Ellery alongside. Row 2 on the inside, Pescarolo and Basso in the Venturi. On the outside, the first of the Ferraris, car number 40, Olofsson, Delanoich and Yoshikawa, Anders Olofsson taking the start. Neugarten, Michael Furte and Alan Furte start out of position 5 in the Venturi, out of 6, Conrad and D'Orleans in their Porsche. From 7, Christophe Bouchou and Olivier Grouillard in a Venturi, and out of 8, Jürgen Lassig and Von Gartzen in the Obermeier Porsche. From 9, Eberling and Richter in the Porsche, and out of position number 10, the second of the Obermeier Porsches, Altenbach and Leinemann. 11, Augusta and Vermees in the Venturi, Jarrier, Wallach and Pereira out of 12 in the Gitan Porsche. Liginet and Sakuya out of position 13, Graham and Burbo 14 in the Venturi. First of the Japanese brands, the Honda NSX out of position number 15, Takahashi, Tsuchiya and Aida. And out of 16, a Callaway Corvette, Boris Said leading the driving with Fuchs and Rice. Uta, Smith and Saito in the number 55 Ferrari from 17, Sato, Hinoi and Tanaka out of position number 18 in another of the Honda NSXs. 19, Camp, Puig and Sheen in a Venturi, Okada and Shimizu out of position number 20 in another Honda. 21, LeConte and Sasaki in the Porsche. From position 22, Landerberg, Kennedy and Komoto in the Lotus. 23, Jürgen Barth and Walter Roll in the Shell Porsche. 24, Oyser and Herman in another Porsche 911. Harry Nuttall and Ray Bell from position 25 in their Porsche. 26, Enzo Calderari and Lillian Brenner in another Porsche. 27, the Porsches keep coming, Tyrrell and Van der Weyer. 28, Kasuya, Ermgarts and Sakai in the 49 Porsche. 29, Harbather, Belandres and Dedors. Zbinden and Sick out of position number 30. We're out of position number 31, Russ Dugman, Dieter Kohl, Porsche 968, Magnani and Taverna in a Lotus Esprit out of 32. 33, Whitmer and Trollet in the Venturi. 34, Messias and Metz in the Porsche 944. From 35, Capelli and Rattel in a Venturi, and at the tail of the field, car number 46, Cotto, Gioid and Barada in the Porsche 911. So a nice big grid, some local flavour in there with the Honda NSXs, which is good to see. Also the Callaway having its first start in terms of races we've competed in. So looking forward to this. It's going to be hard, but should be good fun. So let's get into it now. So we come out of 130R, up to the chicane, and we're about to get the green flag. It's going to be a long race. We're going to start in the daylight, the afternoon sun, and it should be sort of getting dark, or even possibly dark by the time we get to the finish of the 4 hours. So as we come around the chicane, we should get the green flag almost straight away. There it is, green flag's out. Suzuka 4-hour is underway. Porsche just to our left, 911. We're going to take it very easy down here into turn 1 because cold tyres. Oh, we got one of the Venturis is a Porsche the wrong way around, a green one. So stay out of that. So we head up into the S's for the first time. Taking it very easy on cold tyres. past the Marlborough sign on the hill. It's the Moncheri. I knew he was there. Just wanted to get ahead. He's going to be a lot quicker than us. Let's go around the long left up to the Degner. And there's a car around. It's the Callaway Corvette, as Boris said. A lot of action so far on the first lap. Walter Roll Porsche just ahead of them. Up to the hairpin rather. First lap. The Red Shell Porsche. Jürgen Barth and Walter Roll driving that one. Boris said in the Callaway Corvette just ahead of us, as I said. Now to the Spoon Curve. Up on the grass. Don't want to get too carried away in the first lap of the race, let alone the first stint. Down the back straight. Up to the 130R, and there are cars everywhere here. What has happened? Oh, that's a big, the 53 Porsche has gone around. That was a pile up at the 130R. Into the chicane. It's decimated the field on lap 1. That 53 Porsche took a huge hit. Come around now, we end the first lap. 17th place, looks like some cars have gone to the pits. Back to third gear for turn 1, back to second. Just going to take it easy to settle in, but the rest of them have gone wild. Around the S's for the second time. Up to fourth gear through this long left-hander that punishes the tyres. Oh, trying way too hard. Couple of Porsches around us. First gear for the hairpin. Oof. How's that 53 Porsche still going? That was the one that hit everyone. Stick our nose in on the inside. We'll let him go. Oh, the Corvette gets underneath us too. Don't want to get caught up in too much rubbish early on. Again. The AI is a lot braver through here. As we can see, there was a Venturi off, there was the Corvette's gone off again. Back to first gear, clatter over the chicane. It'll end lap 2. S's again. Just trying to... I'm a bit surprised by the start. It was just So much action. The third gear where we bounced off last lap. Locked it up. Sorry it's been a little bit of time since I had a video. It's just these longer races are a bit harder to fit into the schedule. To find a block where you need, really including qualifying, you need sort of 5.5 hours to do this. Oh, we got cars off again. Can't do that. One of the Hondas, it is. Around the chicane. So 16th from 31st on the grid in 3 laps. Not what I had in mind. I'll definitely take it. As I was saying, yeah, just into the schedule, it's harder to fit these long distance races in. If I was doing sprint races, like I am at other times, you can fit, sometimes in those cases, you can fit qualifying and the race into not much more than an hour. And so that's why there's been a little bit of a delay, and it might make me think about how I do the 95 season, because as I've tried to keep them all within sort of a 94 timeline, but if I do end up doing full slate of 95 BPR races, I may sort of split it off from for instance, the super touring stuff we're doing, and just sort of do a BPR enduro when I can, when I've got the time. And for instance, I might finish the 95 BPR series when I'm well into the 96 Australian Super Touring Championship or of the sort. Back to 4th, and I'm assuming then that Venturi's out of the race. So it was their last lap. So a retirement already. Rook Racing Porsche 968 this time. It's for something a little bit different compared to the other races this year. Got Dieter Cole alongside me, he drove the Rook car in the ADAC GT Cup in 1994. Steer. Oh, I'm going to lean on him way too hard for an endurance race. Oh. Got all crossed up. Like a sprint race. shouldn't be. That hurts. A little bit of a gap over 17th place at least. Out of Spoon with a long back straight. Sometimes it's more of a side straight. Grass at a 130, that's not good. Scrappy lap. Porsche quite jittery around here. Only 5 laps in. One thing I've got to keep in mind when I drive is that I'm so used to watching Suzuka, particularly with F1 cars, and for instance down into turn 1 and into 130R, and you've got to get on the brakes so much earlier. Back out. Back to first gear. And that's one of the Conrad Motorsport Porsches. Out by the looks, very early. So a couple of retirements already. This could be a race where we've just got to keep going to get a result. Don't want to be doing any of that. Fifth gear rather. Right on there's the grass on both sides. Famous chicane. So we're getting into no man's land here a bit. Looks like the Honda must have had a spin at turn 1. Curb. It's hard to get the ratios right around here because do you gear it for the straight or do you gear it for the tight stuff? Hairpin. Weather's a lot better here for this race than it was for the 94 Japanese Grand Prix, which this is obviously what which event the tracking here is based on, in terms of signage and things like that. Back onto the straight. Pile up on that one really seems to have decimated the field, because there's no way we should be ranked 15th on our pace. Honda's going round again. Steering's pretty jittery unless it's the force feedback. Playing up. Which also has a habit of doing. Shows you how this is how well we're going. I just saw a blue flag pop up, which means in, what is it, 7 laps. But the leaders all over us. Just lost a spot. Hang to the inside. I think keep the spot. Slipstream. The AI can break so much later into 130R than we can. There we are, blue flag since the leader. Beautifully painted Venturi, and it runs into the Porsche. Over the chicane, so like I said, lapped in 7 laps. Shows you the pace difference between the outright cars and our class cars. So we've got a bit of pace in this green Porsche, but can't get the move done, and keep up through the S's, which we'll try to do. Away. Really threw it across there. Fat turbo Porsche gets around us. Oh. Been nasty. There's those fat turbo colours going to prominence again in 2024 with Proton competition Porsche are in those colours in the World Endurance Championship at Le Mans. Oof, oof, oof. I had my own moment, and in the process the Porsche was having its own moment. So the wash up of that is we're still in 16th. So we really are staring down a race of attrition. Porsche behind us, I think. Porsche. Lose so much time through there. I guess it's the big wings of the Porsche working. Oof. Porsche, fat turbo Porsche having another go. Hang on, keep the spot. Only just. It's the Obermeyer Porsche, one of them. Getting through. 47 Porsche, it's under us again. I don't know why I went back to third gear there. Henry Pescarolo. Here's Von Cherry. Catching up on the back marker Porsches. Yeah, okay, we're risking around here. Gets us back in front of the fat turbo Porsche. No understeering there's having to lean back through. To the S's again. Right out on the curb. So much understeer. Plan is to do an hour and a half. Before the first pit stop. Back to first gear and throw it into the hairpin. Very twitchy this car here. Back up to spoon. Such an enjoyable track to drive. When you do that. Another leader behind us. Woof. He's giving us a nudge. There goes gear right this time. 4th gear. Pescarolo's had a moment. So the AI obviously has a problem with the 130R in the first corner. Which is a bit of a shame, although it's evening things up because they're so much faster over the rest of the lap than me. Back to 4th gear. We could have gone slightly... Just can't get the car to turn in at the moment. I find it hard to believe I would run out of tyres in 12 laps. Just the front washing. We haven't had any accidents or anything yet to knock the front splitter off. Hairpin right. First time we've seen these in NXX, Honda NSXs this season. Oh, and there's the fat turbo Porsche off. Perhaps they've had a mechanic focus. They're out. There's no yellow flag, so I will assume they're possibly. That's where the car will stay for the rest of the day. I'm just going to say the Honda. It's good to see a bit of local representation in this race. So hard to keep up, which I shouldn't be doing, but also I want to keep this an exciting video. We're not going to be around for much longer if I do that again. That could have been really bad. Oof! Oh, and we got turned around. We've stalled it. Well, that hurts. Thought I'd saved it, but obviously not. Back to 20th. Bad lap, as I said, I nearly I was worried it doesn't take much with these cars to blow an engine. Half an hour into the race. And if you'd told me originally would have been running 20th after half an hour, I'd have said that's awesome, but the way it's going, we were 16th. Oh, the Gitan Porsche up the inside. Jean-Pierre Jabouille driving that car. Back of the track. Slow moving car ahead of us. Very slow. That's the Neugarten 13 car. Very slow, so that must have a problem. So 20 seconds off 19th, 10 seconds in front of 21st. Oh, the understeer is horrible there. The crest up to the old 130R. It's got ruined in... well, not ruined. It's still a big corner to get right. It's not what it was. Modified for the 2003 year. Mistake tyre-wise. So we've got a leader behind us. Sounds like a Ferrari, so I'm assuming it's the Anders Olofsson Delanois car, which is running in a blue and white livery for this event, not the toe tip livery that it had earlier in the season. Oof. I think it was a Ferrari, and it was the toe tip Ferrari. It was the 348. Haven't seen the Olofsson Ferrari actually, so one hopes it's okay. Third gear for the spoon. I did experiment with going back to second sort of during practice, but thirds seem to still do the job better than second. Because none of it does the job if you keep understeering off like that. First gear. Of course, the Spirit. I'll come back to that because there's a car off here. It's Vonchiri, I think. The only other red cars in the race are that red is possibly a Honda, but I think it was the Vonchiri that started down the back of the grid. Spirit of these early sort of BPR years. Oh, the car won't pull up there properly. So I was just trying to say the spirit of these early BPR races live on in the blonde pan. GT World Challenge Europe Endurance Cup rounds races these days. Sort of gone full circle, but particularly with the advent of LMGT3 in the World Endurance Championship, that's taken a lot of the professional front runners, not necessarily out of SRO racing, but because, for instance, WRT, they still do some Intercontinental GT challenge rounds. For instance, Valentino Rossi races the Bathurst 12 Hours, so they're still big names. But amateurs are important to the endurance series of GT World Challenge Endurance Series. As important now as they were back in 1994 when sports car racing was rebuilding itself. I apologise, we didn't want a time trial, or you guys watching me doing hot laps. We wanted a motor race. Which may happen. I guess every endurance race has its little lull. Of course, we're coming off the back of two hectic races at Macau in the Asia Pacific Touring Car Championship. Oh, there was just no grip, the car just wouldn't turn there. Fifth gear. Fourth. Finding the Porsche so skittish around here under brakes. Keeps diving around. Just have to slow the corners up. do want to do a full BPR series in 95. Not sure what car will run. Perhaps something a bit quicker than the Porsche 968. First gear, ease it around the hairpin. Oof, that's the Porsche back up the inside of us. It's okay. Still going. And action again. Ooh, behind the Enzo Calderari, Linium Brunner Porsche. Very slow there, we're going down the wrong side. Oof. Knew that it happened. Oh. Calderari stays ahead. Dive here, I thought about it. Around. Back the blue flag's out now, so we'll lead. Oh, leading cars. It's the open line Porsche. Oh. Oh. Cars coming through everywhere. It's the Conrad Porsche. To the hairpin. Calderari might have a problem. Ooh, very slow. Slide, we can. Cover off, under spoon. So 16th place again. .45 into the race. Eventful first, not even quarter of the race. So there's a car in the pits, I think, making a lot of ground up, so into 15th. Third gear. Ate a lot of curve there, wide. Feels so slow around these parts, this part of the track. Oh. First gear for the hairpin. Dangerous corner because the long right-hander throws you off to get it into this corner right, which we can't do. Straight. I think it's I might have a problem with the force feedback because it's just wandering around under brakes. Through the chicane. Slower car by the looks of things. And we really are in the middle of nowhere at the moment. 20 seconds off the car in front, 20 seconds in front of the car behind. Spoon right this time. It's a bit better. And onto the straight. I think it looks like maybe the Harry Nuttall Ray Belm Porsche we're closing on. If it is, they must have issues because based on qualifying pace, we're nowhere near that car. Minutes in. Again, that's not good. Car won't survive the race doing that. Of course, you'll remember from watching the Monthly 3 hour, our engine went on the slowing down lap at the end of the race. So if it's going to blow, that's the perfect time, but obviously you'd rather it didn't ever. Chasing the Porsche. And Nuttall, of course, they were both in the British Touring Car Championship. Belm did it for a few years. For BMW. 91, 92, 93 at least, although it was sort of sporadic rounds in 92 and 93. Harry Nuttall drove with the Kyrgios, Ray Mallock in 1993. They both turned their attention to GT racing in 94. Nuttall also did race in the 93 Wellington 500 alongside Glenn McIntyre and local Vectra / Cavalier. Track to get right. So try and get close to Porsche car 34. Taylor out of the hairpin. Right up on the curb. This is kind of what you can get during a long endurance race where you've got a car in front of you and you might be nowhere in relation to each other in terms of the race. That's quite poor. But you get into your little battles on track. Oh, that's going to hurt us. The car's just very difficult for some reason. Cherry behind us. There it is. Long understeer. Gear. flags again. Off. Just make a bit of inroads on the Porsche, and then we got, looks like a 944 up ahead. And here we go. The 944 comes back. Cut him off a little bit there. Bit hard. Let it back through. So, if you want a sign of the attrition as we come up on the 1 hour mark, we're now in 12th place, despite all our little dramas. The leader somewhere amongst us. Let him go. If he wants to. The Ferrari, which is trucking along pretty good, the 348. Chicane again. Officially 1 hour in now. Three hours to go. That first hour's anything to go by. Oof. That's not good. Again. Thought we might be seeing a bit more rays of sun or something at this point, but seems like there's a few clouds around. Sun in the driver's eyes, but not as yet. To the hairpin rather. Oh! Not sure who that's from. understeer as the Venturi gets through. Looks like the 944 is still sticking around behind us. And around goes the Venturi. Looks like the Callaway Corvette. Sitting down there as we almost outbrake ourselves at the chicane. Anyway. I guess that's turn 2. As the Ferrari disappears through the S's, we try and chase. Right out. Push the curbs. Quite a physical track. Always doing something in there goes the Venturi, so back into it. Yeah. Mucking around a little bit. First gear. Oh, that's horrible, that understand. Maybe the tyres are gone. Well, there we are, so the Corvette still sitting there. Not too good. Probably these days it'd get you done for cutting the course. Oh, and then a Porsche around us who runs into us. Very, very bad driving. That Porsche just turned around right into the path of us. We had a case there, we just had 4 Porsches, 4 different model Porsches. Almost line of stern, but the 44 Porsche's gone. Ski. Porsche tries to argue with us. We'll get the inside. Looks like the Ferrari's had a lose. Oh, back on the racing line. We'll get around him. first gear. I do love it in GTR2 how if cars are in a deemed a safe enough spot, that's just where they stay. Curb there saved us, I think. Place. Up after this enduro, of course, we'll have the final 2-round races. Final round of the Asia Pacific Touring Car Championship, which is going down to the wire. And there'll be sort of a special event to round out the 94 Super Touring season. Sort of the 95 season, but in parallel with that, well, that's the Jürgen Barth Walter Roll Porsche. As I said, sort of in tandem with that, there'll be embarking on a series on a different game. Oh. These over revs could cost us. They really could cost us. Well, actually, it'll be the toe tip Ferrari 348, I think. There he goes. Well, haven't seen the F40 at all, actually, sadly. So, Anders Olofsson must be out of the race. Oh, and just touch the grass. A lot of work we'll have to do again. Wind up the 944 pretty easy. Said, shame for him to come all the way out from America and Get through the first hour. When I say I'll be doing another sort of series in addition to the 95 sort of super touring, it'll have a roof and it's on tarmac. That's the only clue I'll give you. I will still be doing, I want to do some rallying as well, like we did. Obviously I did the Group 4 rally sprint and I did the 81 Mintex rally. Just having some dramas with Richie Burns rally at the moment. Been on the Discord for Rally Sim fans and everything, and and we've been hit, and there's Walter Rolls also off. So this race is very eventful. Oh, went fifth to first, fourth to first rather, accidentally. Saying with Richard Burns Rally, just got some dramas with it that other people haven't seemed to have on Rally Sim fans, so I'm working through it, and I'll have that back soon. The main problem really is that that's my own problem. It's totally separate to Richard Burns Rally. The problem with Richard Burns Rally on my end is that the game won't launch unless I... Well, this is hopeless. There we go, so the Honda takes the spot from us. Spit it out now. My problem is that the game won't load unless I disable the Bob's Track Builder tracks or stages. And a lot of stages on the game are made with Bob's Track Builder, so it doesn't leave me many stages to play on. So I have got sort of a stopgap idea for the moment, and these tyres I think are gone. 13th we sit. So yeah, stay tuned on the Richard Burns Rally front anyway. Pin. Wandering around. Nothing turning in. I want to get to the hour and a half mark though for the first pit stop. apologise for this quite average display at the moment. About 10 minutes to go in our stint. And I'll tell you, looking forward to a drink of water. Middle of summer here in Australia when on today's day when I'm doing the race. About 37 degrees Celsius outside. Unfortunately no aircon in my sim room. So that's what I'm blaming for things like that. I do have a fan, which is working overtime, and for about the third lap straight, we've missed the chicane because these tyres are cooked. Turn one. Through the first part of the S's. Left-hander. That corner is one of the if you see a picture of that corner, you instantly know what track it is. There's quite a few of them around Suzuka that gives this that sort of imagery. This is the 53 Porsche, which has been in its fair share of trouble today. Struggling on the back straight. The sun in our eyes. Thought it might be a bit obviously gets darker a bit later than I thought. Oh, well, we'll still make it. time I set the race to start to, I thought 4 hours. It should be pitch black, which means by about now I thought it'd be getting dusky, but I may have miscalculated on my behalf. Good knowledge for the future though. Keep it on the island. See if the race enlivens itself a bit, but still a long, long way to go. Understeer our way off. It's one of the leading cars through. There's the GTR Porsche. Jacques Lafitte, one of the drivers. Alongside Jean-Pierre Jabouet. Lining up the rear tyres. I can only apologise for this. But then again, there's a lot of action in this race so far, unfortunately. I suppose you get that in enduros. They're not barn burners the entire time. Go for a harder compound, I think, for Dieter Cole's stint. Pushing on the brakes. If you can get it to stick, the car flows through the rest of this corner quite well. A little bit better. Doesn't feel fast, but I don't think it's going to. First gear. Through the chicane. Right, we will come into the pits at the end of the next lap. pits. Chicane. Hairpin rather. Up to speed. Straight. So after 1.5 hours we're sitting 13th position, just over 30 seconds off 12th and just over 30 seconds ahead of 14th. So we go through speed and then we'll ease off and come into the pits. Dita Cole standing by. Dita Cole leaves the pits for his stint. 1.5 hours into the race, he'll do a 1 to 1.5 hour stint, depending how the race is panning out, and then we'll get back in for the finish. This is how the standings look after 90 minutes. The race lead is held by car number 44, Porsche 911 of Ligione and Suzuka. Second is the Obermeyer Porsche of Altenbach and Lineman. Third is another Porsche, car number 42, Conrad and d'Orleans. Fourth is Tropone and Delesseps, our pole sitter in the first of the Vonturis. Pescarolo and Basso in their Vonturi round out the top 5 at this stage in the race. So let's go back to the opening lap of the race. You'll remember there was a pile-up at the 130R on lap number 1, and we'll find out exactly what happened. So as we have a look here, Anders Olofsson trying to get the inside into 130R of the Vonturi. He misses and backs it into the fence. Could have been a very big accident, but I suspect it gets worse, and it does. The Obermeyer Porsche comes around and cleans up Anders Olofsson. Shot here further down the order from the 42 Porsche, and Jürgen Lassig straight into the back of the Strandal Ferrari. 42 Porsche gets on its way. And then behind you can just see carnage erupts. There's cars going everywhere. You can see us on the right just sneaking through. And still they come, so crazy first lap, did a lot of damage, took 2 front running cars out of the race. So after about 90 minutes, Dita Cole's back into the pits. We're going to hop back in and go to the finish. So back out of the pits and onto the track for the final stint home in the Suzuka 4-hour. We were 13th when Dieter Cole came into the pits. Dropped to 15th whilst we were in the pits. As you can see, the sun started to go down. It's late afternoon, so we're on cold tyres. We've gone to a hard compound tyre, given the softer compound I had in the first stint went away during the course of the stint, so hopefully these hard compound tyres will get me home safe. Into Degner. After an attrition-filled first hour and a half, the second hour and a half has been quite mundane. A drink and a rest was certainly in order though. Spoon. Sun in our eyes as we come up the straight. Through 130R, on the brakes. Tip it into turn one. Might even be headlight territory soon. Long gap to the car ahead. Depends who's still going to make pit stops. Toe tip Ferrari by the looks. Which it has seemed to truck on pretty good throughout this race. I wonder if it might be in the money somewhere. So we get up under the Mobil 1 bridge. Well, that was a ridiculous error. I've done that a few times in this race. It'd be a shame if that did blow the engine, given... Oh my god. Well, Justin Bell retired us in the first race at Harama. be my fault this time if that does us in. Pescarolo in the Vonchiri. Let's get us a number 8 Porsche. Oof. Oh! I was on the brakes a bit too late then. I didn't actually want to dive bomb him. Has cost us a spot though. Gotten back, so back to 15th. Clatter over the curbs. There's so many other cars, the AI cars, having spins that are they're sort of losing as much time as I am. Marlborough sign on the hill. Plunge down the hill towards Spoon is a pretty... makes you feel pretty good when you get it right. The mice will no doubt be getting at some of the machinery about now. The 968 has been a good little introductory car to the GT world for us. Quite forgiving, quite underpowered compared to a lot of the other cars, and that's probably why on a why today, unfortunately, we've been a bit outgunned and we've sort of... hasn't been a lot of racing on today's race, unfortunately, but hope you'll stick with me. Like I said, the plan is we'll kick on and we'll do a full 95 BPR series, but we'll move it out of the timeline of all the other 95 races I plan on doing, namely of course the Australian and the German 2 litre championships. So we'll come up behind a Venturi. See that? Obviously aero problems, aero damage because it takes off on the straight. As I've said, these longer races can take a bit of time to put into the calendar as, oh, around he goes, and there's the Jürgen Barth Ultra-Roll Porsche. That was a factory test car in '93. Which I thought would be kind of cool to include in this race, just as a bit of a nod to some of Porsche's finest. Of course, the 95 BPR series saw the McLaren F1 GTR come onto the scene in its original, more standard form, as opposed to the long tail version that came for 1997. But I think we'll go for something a bit more high powered in the 95 BPR series. And we've stalled the engine. We're going to get hit. Didn't want to refire. Does now. Venturi cuts across the front of us. When it all starts going wrong, it really does all go wrong. It does hurt a little bit. Straight. A nemesis of the last 15 odd minutes. Number 8, green Porsche. Oh. The red Porsche spun off and car 8 pulled off a great move around the outside of 130R. That was outstanding. Held his nerve, beautiful move. That shows you what the AI can do, especially on these older games. It's almost worth it. Oh, he's got a bit of a slow run through there. Get around the outside. Should be okay now. These older games, the AI is superb, really. In terms of racing like that. You know, GTR2. GTR1 actually, the AI was pretty good. Obviously. GP2, IndyCar Racing 2. The early NASCAR games by Papyrus. They were all, you know, some really good dices on these games with the AI. I mean, you do have to race them a little bit, knowingly, if that makes sense. But you can have superb races with them if you want to. Moncheri. Scoot away from me up the straight. Seven seconds off 14th place. Inside 40 minutes to go. I guess because it's a long race, it gives me more of a chance to explain some of the other stuff we've got coming up, but there will be a special event tied to the opening round of the 95 Australian Super Touring Championship that I'll be doing on a completely different mod, or completely different game. There's, oh, round has gone. One of the Voncheris. But it'll be in conjunction with that race. So, more details when we get there. It's still a ways off. Porsche ahead, and a Voncheri. Oh, it's the second time I've done that. Oh. Let that one go. It's getting far too excited down into the hairpin there, but once again I don't know why I haven't done it all season, I don't think. I didn't even do it in the rallying earlier. I don't know what it is about today. And shifting from 4th to 3rd instead of 4th to 5th. Phew! That. I think I saved a swear word there. Concentration is paramount. That make you annoyed. Well, okay, we've made a spot. Not how we wanted to, but through the chicane. So 14th place. And hard work to do again. Beautiful sunset, late afternoon sky here in Japan. Just a car darting all around. I don't know what the problem is. It's been a problem all day. How wide. First gear. Just didn't want to turn. like the Lillian Brenner Enzo Calderari Porsche that we're coming up on. It stands out at this time of the afternoon. Third different Porsche they've driven in the 3 races we've done. Calderari and Brenner, they were a long time partnership in endurance racing. Of course, anyone who, as an example, got the first GTR game. They featured in that as well. Driving together. And obviously the second GTR game as well. From the 03 and 04 FIA GT Championship for BMS Scuderia Italia. Traffic up ahead. Porsche. Glad to see that's still going. Just trying to get a flow of rhythm through there. Cannon Bridge. Gives us a nudge at the hairpin. He was on the outside though. We had right away. So Porsche's having a bit of a dice here. Get a bit of a run inside of the 58 Porsche. 49 Porsche, the Friesinger Porsche is ahead of us. We'll get around them. Back into 13th. There's a car around, it's Venturi. Character building race, this one, in many ways. There's going to be one time too many on that. So we're now under half an hour to go. Up to the hairpin. It's quite a forgivable car. You can get it sideways, you can... It's very darty though. I am thinking maybe something's played up in the force feedback. Either that or I just got the setup wrong, and well, I mean, I must have had the setup wrong because things understeering really bad, but also I'm assuming just how weavy the car is, it must be force feedback related. That's the thing with endurance racing, you just plug on. Across the line, and we're now in 12th. And nearly 2 minutes off 11th place. So that's not enough time to legitimately catch them, but if they've got a problem, it's certainly doable. Past the Leighton House sign on the right. Maybe they're struggling as well. Of course, the thing with GTR2 is the AI won't necessarily pit just because they've got a bit of aero damage on the front. They'll keep going till they run out of fuel. And I think this BPR mod has probably got a lot of the standard figures when it comes to the damage model, whereas, for instance, the FRM Super Touring mod, they entered a lot of their own values, which means this sort of scenario where all of a sudden the cars start lapping so far off the pace is less of an issue. So they just pulled back about 20 seconds in a lap, which was common in the vanilla GTR2 game if you tried to do a Le Mans 24-hour. Oof, and we've just been nudged by the pole-sitting Vongeri. Thank you very much. Fascinating to see who is winning. So I just tried to flick the lights on, and I would say we have lost our headlights, because as you can see, nothing happened. So hopefully it doesn't get too much darker. Maybe it's a good thing I sort of mistimed it a bit. dented our chase of 11th place. There we go. 21 minutes to go. Knocked off by the Jury this time last lap. Back to third gear. Bit of understeer. The curb very helpful, as it's been a number of times today. Crane. There's the figure 8 track here at Suzuka. We just went under the back straight, just on the approach to the 130R. This event, although I've done a 4-hour distance, in 1994, the BPR event here was what's known as the Pocker 1000. Been running for many years. It was around the World Sports Car Championship, but more latter years it was around the Super GT Championship in Japan. More recently it was around of the Intercontinental GT Challenge, well, for 1 or 2 years only, obviously before COVID. I'm trying to push this one hard. Sun is right in our eyes. Under the Fuji television bridge on the start finish straight. That sky just looks magical, doesn't it? Should point out, although, well, nominally, you know, the Pocker 1000, so to speak, it held many different distances. For instance, it hosted the first race of the new World Sports Car Championship in 1991, when they introduced the 3.5 litre normally aspirated engines. And I think it was a 500k of that one. So it's fitting this was around a bit. Of course, the real event in '94 also featured a Saab prototype sports car. GTs. I did think about adding that car to this race, but so obviously it's available. In one of the... There we go. That car is available in one of the Le Mans sports car mods. Can't remember if it's absolute Le Mans mod. One of them, so I could have got it in here somehow, but I thought, no, we'll keep it to a proper GT race. Wide, 15 minutes to go. Glad to make the finish. It is quite nerve-wracking when you hand over to the AI, because as we saw at Harama, if the AI retires from the race, it sort of ruins the video as well. I don't think we're doing enough. To get into 11th. Beautiful pit lane on the right, the big grandstand on the left. Bright sun in our eyes. Just found this car has been quite difficult to drive today. It's just seems like got a car coming up behind us. Oh! Jürgen Barth. It's around us. I think it was maybe the toe-tip Ferrari had a spin up ahead. Less said about that, the better. Sorry for the second-rate driving at stages today. Calderari Brenner Porsche coming out of the pits. Out of the pits on some new tyres. It's a good looking Porsche, that. Sort of turquoise and pink. Marks from the lap before. Not long to go now. Cars to chase home anyway. Seems like a Voncheri behind us. Probably Pescarolo's car. There we go. So tantalising when you see a group of cars up ahead, you just want to be amongst it. Just got to make sure you don't try too hard getting up there to go up to speed. Cars around. lot for Porsche gearboxes if make it to the end like this. Some shocking errors in that department today. There's a Porsche coming, which will let him go under. I should know the sound of a Cherry by now, shouldn't I? And we are now classed as 11th with 1 lap to the car in front, so someone's dropped off. Possibly made a pit stop actually, because we're only 20 seconds ahead of 12th place, so possibly the car that was in 11th has made a stop, and they'd be on fresh tyres, probably low fuel, so that is why. I would say we're getting caught, and I was about to say we can't afford to make a mistake. Should be okay. Just one left. Probably another 2 laps. So 14 seconds, and you're going to make 7 seconds a lap. Oh, the Ferrari comes to the pits. Oh, Porsche comes across on us. Porsche slows down the straight. Smoke haze in the distance. Venturi. So action right to the end here. If I lose the spot. It's down to 6 seconds. Now I'm trying too hard. Tip it in. So could even potentially be two laps, just depends where the leader is to go after this one. About 45 seconds to go and cross the line. And So much understeer. Stem the flow at the moment. So the race is timed out. And the winner crosses the line, so this is the last lap for us. 97 laps we've done. The hairpin. Up to 5.2, so straight. Well, thank you for riding with me for Suzuka 4 hours, the final BPR Enduro we'll do of the year in terms of the 1994 season. So we're just at the start of 2025. Just going through the 130 Alpha last time, a bit of grass. Up to the chicane. 11th place for Ross Dugman and Dieter Cole in their Rook Porsche 968. A lot of fun. My misshifts didn't hurt the engine in the end. So thanks for riding with me again. Let's go see who won the Suzuka 4 hours. So after 4 hours we roll in 11th. Very happy with that, given it was a bit of a lonely race and a lot of attrition, especially early on. But a good end to the endurance season in the BPR series for us. Here's how the top 6 wound up. Legionnaire and Sakuya held on in their Porsche for an 8.6 second win over Tropone and De Lesseps in the Venturi. Pescarolo and Basso, they finished 3rd. Alio and Ellery 4th. Jarrier, Wallach and Parasia finished 5th, 1 lap off the pace. And in 6th place, Uda, Smith and Sautai in the Ferrari. A great effort there to get the class car into the top 6 outright and only 2 laps down on the winning Porsche. So that winds up our BPR portion of 1994. Plenty of racing still to come. We've still got the final round of the 1994 Asia Pacific Touring Car Championship coming up. That's next on the list, so we'll be back with that very soon. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.